Hello. I'm here. Fuck you, Gumshoe. I love you, but fuck off with your theme right now. Hello. Oh, I forgot. I turned up the volume. Oh, God. I'm really tired. I don't know why.
Hello.
Hello! How are you doing, Debbie? I'm gonna turn that down. It's very loud in my ear now. The courtyard, depending on what we find here, the entire incident could become clear. However, there's nothing left here. Yesterday,
Thomas and I played CSGO today.
yeah, I noticed you played Cisco. That felt like a very out-of-character thing for you to play. How was it? Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down there. Down from there. In other words, the body being dropped down a well and then moved to the workroom. Could only have been done show.
It's like Valorant, but more military-ish.
I know it is, but it's also not nearly as, what is the word I'm looking for? Atmospheric. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes. Was the body dropped down the well and not? This could be a decisive clue we need to reach the truth of the matter. Before I continue with the investigation, I should organize my evidence. Unnecessary evidence has been removed.
What do you mean, atmospheric?
Like, I don't know, you're playing as a generic military dude doing a generic military thing of trying to stop the terrorists, or be a terrorist, as the case might be. With Valorant, it feels more like all the characters are personalized, all their powers are personalized. The goal might be the same, but at the same time, it might not be. I don't know, it just doesn't... Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yay, the game has more personality.
Let's see here. Hey, there's a grate here.
I would definitely agree with that.
The well is run dry, after all. They even put a lock on it. Lockpicking is one of my specialties, want to see? There's absolutely no need for you to show off. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Whoa, what happened, Kay? The lock is broken, judging from the look of it. It feels like it was broken some time ago. So the lock was broken. This means that anyone could have dropped the body down this well. According to Judge Courtney's reasoning, Mr. Keyes murdered likely in the courtyard. God, Edgeworth sounds very tired when I'm tired. And then during the show, he disposed of the body in the well. You think so? Do you really think he could use the well to move the body? I know, let's get Missile to help us out again. He should be able to track the scent of the body. Good idea. Let me contact Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe here.
Detective, I have a favor to ask of you. We would like for you to bring Missile to the prison courtyard.
Sounds like you need the help with my 7 secret weapons again, huh, sir?
I thought Missile belonged to the police department. And also I'd like for you to contact a witness. Please contact Regina Berry of the Big Berry Circus and bring her here.
Roger that, sir. I'll bring him over in a flash.
So, what should we do while we wait for Gummy? How about some hide and seek? What are you talking about, Kay? There's no way to hide here. I don't think that is the issue. Kay, during times like this, isn't it your turn to shine? Oh, that! You want me to recreate the crime scene! Eh? How do you do that? See for yourself! The great thief's little... Oh my god, I can't read! The great thief's secret weapon, little thief. Oh, here we go. Little thief is gonna do a thing, it's Tony stuff. Whoa, what's that? Screen's floating in midair.
The great weapon, secret thief.
Shut up. Just what are you doing, Kay? I'm entering the information needed for the simulation. Mr. Shields, this little thief is a tool that can recreate the crime
It's
scene.
silly
based on
watching
the
her
information it's
doot
given.
the button over and over.
I should set it for how this place. Should I set it for the? Oh my God, I can't read. Should I set it for how this place was like when we came here yesterday? Yes, I believe they were in the middle of taking down the set. We didn't pay enough attention to the well, so it's possible we may have missed a clue. Leave it to me. I took a picture of the place too. There. Data entry complete. Now to set the projection to maximum output. Dark skies in the evening when no other bird dare take wing. One alone remains all-seeing. Now with true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. What? What just happened? I recreated the courtyard from yesterday based on the information I entered. This was a tool the previous doctor got us to use.
Detective mode.
I don't remember this music. It's a device to run simulators to practice stealing things. But used in this manner, we can expect the crime scene as it was in the past. Oh, but it's still only a recreation based on the information we have. I can't recreate what I don't have information for, and if my information is incorrect, the recreation can get strange too. Oh my God, I keep going. In this case, since Kay had the photo, there should be no problems. Let's begin the investigation. And where did Shields go? Since it's a recreation, you can examine things just like you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. Yes, I know. First, we should start with that well. Well, no. First, I'm going to start with finding... There he is. Hey, bud. Alright. This pond is where the warden Roland keeps her pet alligator. I guess the fish bones are the remains of her last meal. I don't think an alligator would leave such clean bones.
Can you pet the elephant?
The elephant is fake, but I think we pet her yesterday. But she had a very refined-looking face. I couldn't tell at all. That's because I'm a girl who's good with faces. Why don't I feel the least bit jealous? What's that elephant's name again? She's Steak the Asian elephant. Ah, that's right. It's an easy name to remember. Maybe they couldn't think of a good name, so they gave her a name that's easy to remember. Mr. Edgeworth, what a terrible thing to say about poor Steak. This crate. No, there are ties attached to it, so I guess it's a cart. Just once I'd like to ride one of these bad boys down a hill. Or maybe one of those office chairs with the wheels. Doesn't that sound like fun? What is she talking about? That is not what I'm checking. This door is locked. Want me to pick the lock? Success is not guaranteed, though. No, if need be, I'll just borrow a key. Sheesh, I thought I could finally chance for me to steal the spotlight. Don't even think about stealing anything in my presence. Not even the spotlight. Also, let me know if the music's too loud. I turned it up last time, and I don't know. These were used for the audience seating during the show. Folding up all these chairs must have been a chore.
I like Kay and Edgeworth's banter.
It's so much better than Phoenix and Maya, honestly. Don't tell me you've never tidied up folding chairs before. I've delegated the task to others in the past. Mr. Edgeworth, you should try doing some manual labor once in a while. I'll look into it. This is the stage where they put on the animal show. If I put on a great thief show, I wonder if anyone would come. I'm pretty sure the police would show up. I won't rest until I've investigated every nook and cranny. Let's examine the area around the well. It holds the key to this case. The well was behind the stage. That means only a few people would have had access to dump the body in the well during the performance. This isn't looking good for Mr. Keys. This is a metal weight. It weighs It's hard to see in the recreation. Okay, do you remember? I think it was 33 pounds. Wow, what a weakling. Can't even lift 33 pounds. God. I wonder what such a heavy thing was used for. Doesn't seem to be directly related to the circus. It's a sturdy hemp rope. Looks like the rope we used for tug-of-wars. I'm not going to play tug-of-war with you. I didn't even say anything yet! There's a metal stake attached to the end of the rope. Oh, you use this to pin down a tent when you go camping. Doesn't seem like they'd need this for the performance. Wonder what it was used for. There's some pulleys here. They don't appear to be the pulley that used to lift the bucket from the well. These things around the well, what are they used for? They don't seem to be related to the animal show. I agree, we can ask Miss Berry about it later. Really? That's all the information we can gather. I think you should be here soon. Okay, go ahead and shut down Little Thief. Alright, returning the area to normal.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Si.
Hey, speak of the gummy. Detective Gumshoe, that was quick.
Couldn't keep you waiting for too long, Si.
Thanks for coming along too, Regina. No problem. It sounds like fun, so you get practice to come here. Thank you for your cooperation. First, Detective, let's have Missile do some tracking.
No problem, Si. Hey, Missile, over here, pal.
That is an angry boy. What's the matter?
Looks like he's scared of something, Si.
Yeah, that tracks.
Guess he's scared of the alligator, Si.
Good grief. Looks like Missile won't be much help to us. So what should we do, Miles? Maybe we can ask Miss Berry for help. By the way, can I just say how frigging weird it is that someone is referring to him as Miles? Like, I know that's his name, but everyone refers to him as Edgeworth. So it's very weird to hear someone call him Miles on a regular basis. What is it? What is it? Is there something I can do? Do you want me to teach Allie a trick? Actually, she probably could. No, I just need you to tell me about the condition of the courtyard during the show. Looks like it's my time to shine again. Yes, if you please. Why did you stop the thingy if... Alright, that should do it. I'm starting up the recreation now. This should be around the time the body was dropped down the well. Wow, cool. It's just like magic. It's not magic. I just recreated the scene based on information you gave us. See? Look over there. The backstage area is missing. Well, Regina didn't help with the preparations, so she doesn't really know what was set up. I get it. You can't recreate what you don't have the info for, huh? I'm sorry. It's because Simon took care of everything setting up. Don't worry yourself none, Regina Pie. Miles is the one at fault there. Why me? Mr. Edgeworth, I've recreated the show in progress. But I can also change it to how it was earlier when it was being taken down. I see. So now we can examine the courtyard during and after the show. We can freely switch between the two different states. To change the recreation, select Little Thief on the bottom screen. Now let's begin the investigation. Aw, Missile being Missile is a good boy. Sorry, I zoned out. I didn't even notice that I was pushing K that entire time. cage of the Asian elephant, Astique. The elephant is performing on the stage right now, so the cage is empty. Wonder how Astique entered the courtyard. What do you
Hey,
mean? Huh?
everyone, you have to drink water.
I would love
Wow,
to.
I love how Edgeworth just pushes K.
Hi, YBG. How you doing? The entrance here is human-sized, and this fence is electrified. I don't think an elephant would enter from there. They could just turn off the electricity. If they did that, all the inmates would escape. I doubt anyone would escape while an elephant was entering. I wonder how she came in. This requires some thought. She seems to be enjoying her little brain teaser. I should just let her be. Oh, this crate was empty in the recreation area. That's right! It was also empty in the picture I took. I'm sorry. That information is wrong. What do you mean? This crate contained Astique's food. In the morning on the day of the show, all the apples were gone. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry. Missing apples. I should make a note of it. Okay, so Astique ate all the apples. Chairs! These chairs are lined up in an orderly fashion.
I can confirm that turning off the electricity would not provide an escape for inmates. It would just lock everyone in the prison.
No, because they said that they used the hang on. They said they used the sensors. If the sensors turned off, but the door's still open because they're not locked, then yeah, all the prisoners could leave. I think what Kay is envisioning is turning off all the electricity in the prison, where Edgeworth would just say you turn off the electricity to the electric fence and then just have it open. Also, oh my god, Keys looks very stupid in that outfit. And it's giving me flashbacks to when my mom threatened to embarrass me in school. This intimate atmosphere and the closeness between the stage and the audience. It reminds me of the karaoke tournament I entered when I was a kid. Karaoke tournament? I was the runner-up.
Tell us more about that.
Of what? When my mom threatened to embarrass me live at my school? So I don't know if any recording of this performance
in real
exists.
life, and this is based off of what happened during Hurricane Katrina.
Well, sure, in real life, but not here. When I was in elementary school, I think it was in the 4th grade when this happened, Mom had to put on a clown outfit for a choir concert. I don't really fucking remember why. Either that or I Mandela affected this, but regardless, I remember this very, very vividly. And I don't remember what happened, but Mom basically said if I misbehaved too much, she would come to my school in that clown outfit and embarrass me in front of my entire school, which was about 500 people. I don't fully remember what she was threatening me against, but, you know, that happened. Also, I'm not singing what Kay sang, so I'm gonna sing Adriana's song as Kay. Step aside, watch and learn, don't try to rain on my parade, 'cause if you're not careful, I might steal your heart away. I'll be swifter and stealthier than any ninja could. I'm your queen of thieves and I'm your modern Robin Hood. Whoops. The breeze in the air tells me treasures out there. Search if you dare. Don't tell me you actually sang that song. Of course, this song rocks! I'm surprised she actually made it to the finals. Did she steal 2nd place? No, if she didn't steal 1st place, she must have gotten there fair and square. A love story between an elephant and a tiger. I really wanted to see that. I also wanted to see Simon in action. Simon is really amazing, especially the part where he gets blown away. Blown away. That's the scene in question. At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Do you know how long he was gone from the stage? Let me think. About 15 minutes or so. It's just as Judge Courtney said. But isn't that dangerous to be blown away by an elephant? It's alright, Aztec is very gentle. That's not who we're worried about here. During the first few practices, he was having trouble getting blown away. Then all of a sudden, he was able to be sent flying beautifully. He might be using some sort of device, but it's amazing. A device? Do you know anything about it? I have no idea. Simon handled it all by himself.
Regina would know about working with gentle animals.
As you can see, he's totally scared, sir.
I wanted him to track a scent, but it looks like that won't be possible. Aww, poor dog.
Mr. Edgeworth, you've got that look on your face like you want to use my secret weapon sight. Missile isn't in the loop, and I got my fishing rod ready to go. Would you prefer the metal detector?
Never seen the detective's eyes sparkle like that. If need be, I'll let you know. For now, just stand by. Do you come here often, Regina? Yeah, I have many friends here. I love this place. New friends, old friends, everyone's a friend here. Wonder if Acro is somewhere in the prison.
Yesterday, Miss Warden introduced me to her new friend, little Allie.
The alligator who lurks in the pond in the courtyard. That pond, if you get too close, it feels like you get all gulped. I don't think little Allie would do such a thing. Her stomach wasn't feeling very well yesterday. I'm worried. Aren't you all worried too? Right? Yeah, of course. We're all worried, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't drag me into this. Good lord. Regina, stop making the gay girls gay for you. At this point in time, we still don't have enough information about this area. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's steal some information. I don't steal information. I obtain it through my investigation and logic. I prefer to act first before thinking. Isun would love you. You may act before thinking as long as you don't interfere with the investigation. I wouldn't want to arrest you.
I could be wrong, but I think Blackwell mentioned an inmate that sounded like Acro.
Well, is this the prison that the thought-to-be terrorist had? Oh, we have a lot. Whoops. I mean, this seems obvious, so I'm not gonna do it yet. I don't know if we're ready. Yeah, what's up? Using Little Thief. I don't need to know how to do that. Yes, I can basically examine the recreation like I normally do in my
I don't know.
investigation.
When Blackwell mentions an inmate, it's often a reference to a guilty person we threw in prison.
Interesting. Did he ever reference at me? Also, poor Acro. Why is he still in prison? All he did was accidentally murder the wrong person while trying to very reasonably murder Regina. Like, I get it, you know?
Cool motive. Still murder.
Yeah. I mean, if he had murdered her, I'd understand why he'd be in prison for life, but at the same time, I get it.
I can't remember. I know he referenced Meanie Miney, Terry Falls, and the guilty person in the case after this one.
He referenced... No. Fucking... No. Wait. Pause. He referenced Terry fucking Falls. No, he didn't. I'm gonna be genuinely upset if he referenced Terry. Because Terry died in 2013, and Simon Blackwell was not arrested until 7 years later in 2020. And then he didn't appear in court until another 7 years later in 2027. 14 years would have passed. There's no fucking way. Sorry, if I find out that they made a reference to anyone similar to Terry Falls with Simon Blackwell, I'm gonna hate the 3D games even more than I already do. Good fucking God, I'm angry now. Aw, damn it. Alright, I think I have actually investigated everything, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm going to change this back. Okay. I think all we have left is logicking, which sucks because I don't actually remember. Okay. Oh, duh. Mr. Keys used a device for his stunt. Maybe the tools around the well are connected to this. Kay, I'd like to recheck the tools lying around the well yesterday. Can you change the recreation to after the show scene?
He mentions about a man that was in prison because he was framed by his ex-girlfriend. It's a reference, so it could be up for interpretation.
Oh, that's up to 1 million interpretations. That could also just be referencing Feeney. Or he could have been talking to Tigra, who was just being a dick. Or maybe Yanni actually lost his poor mind. Tools lying around the well, could they have been part of the device? Seems very likely. I wonder if it's possible to recreate the device. You asked Mr. Keys, he should be able to tell you how the device was put together. Alright, I'll go ask him. Bye. Mr. Edgeworth, I asked him about it. And did you find out how the devices work? He used a rope to hang some weights on the well's pulley. The weights were suspended inside the well. Then he ran the rope through 2 more pulleys and tied the end of the rope to his own body. That seems kind of dangerous. So he used the force of the falling weights to send himself flying. But what's to stop the weights from falling on their own? In order to prevent that from happening, he used a stopper. Miss Barry didn't know anything about this well. That means Mr. Keys removed the stopper by himself. Correct! That's why a second rope was needed. The rope was attached to the stopper, and when it was pulled from the stage, the stopper would be removed and the weights would drop down the well. I'm definitely gonna steal this idea. The Yatagarass won't lose to something like this. Don't waste your time. Circus acts require extensive training. Even if you steal the device, you won't do any good. Then I'll train as well. Before you start training, could you first update the recreation? Oh yeah, you wanted me to recreate the device that was used in the performance. First, let's return to the during the show scene.
I was thinking it was dangerous too. Simon Keys is a freaking daredevil.
Next, I'll input the information on the device. Now we can recreate the device Simon made. So, this is the device that Mr. Keys used. Simon sure is gutsier than he looks, using the falling weights as the force to launch himself during the performance. Indeed, he would have had to drop enough weights to exceed his own body weight. A considerable amount if you want to... Hang on. So, I'm going to pause for a sec to do the math, because that music is now too loud, I can't do basic math. So, let's assume that it's only barely more than his body weight. Excluding the pulleys, the weights themselves are only barely his body weight. And Simon is a pretty well, he's not skinny, because that's what Devin is. I would put him at a rough 140 pounds, maybe. So he'd need to exceed that in order to move. And in order for the weights to actually go fast enough for him to look like he'd be blown out, I'd say they need at least double that. So about 280 pounds. And even that would be very, very difficult in order to lift it back up. Which begs the question of, even if it's not twice his own body weight, how does he reset that at all? How does he get that out of the thing? Because if it falls down the well, he'd either have to pull it back up using the same pulley system, or he'd have to go down to the well and drag them out. And I guess that one would technically be easier, but I don't know. It feels a bit... But also, if the grate is on the if the grate's on the well, he would have had to go down to the well anyways. Assuming he didn't know the lock was broken, which I'm gonna go under the assumption that he didn't. So if the lock wasn't broken, then he would have to go down to the well to fix that, to go just like tie all the ropes and crap. And if we subscribe to Courtney's theory that he is the killer, he would have had to have grabbed what's-his-nuts' body then. Or we can act under the assumption that Knightley was the weight used during the performance. That would actually be fucking disgusting, and I kind of love it. Imagine using someone's corpse as ballast. Simon must have practiced a lot for this. The sheet is the same as the one from the workroom. Isn't this the same as the one from the workroom? Yes. Why is there also one here? I wonder why there's also one here. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, are you deep in thought? Why does it feel like she's stealing my thoughts? A rope and a pulley, that's how it should be. A rope and a pulley, a thief and a treasure. It's a perfect match! Objection, a thief and handcuffs are a perfect match. Ah, you're such a dick. Alright, so knowing what we know now... Knowing what we know now, I guess technically what happens with Simon... I guess now knowing how Simon does this, it's theoretically possible for anyone to have done it. Anyways, logic. Astic the elephant. And I'm gonna say the missing apples. The apples in the crate were probably eaten by Astic. But it's strange. I remember leaving the crate out of reach from Astic's nose. Are you certain? Yeah, the crate was still full of apples on the night before the show. Then the cart was moved to where her nose could reach it. With that many apples, it could not have been moved by the wind. Most likely the crate was moved by a person. Prior to the show, the cart's position was already changed and the apples were all eaten. It appears that the correct information. Please update the simulation parameters, K. Alright, I'll use the new info to recreate the scene. Using the info we got from Regina, I'll recreate the scene with the cart in its actual place. Recreation complete! Okay, so yeah. No wonder I thought it smelled like animals. It contained an elephant's food. So this is filled with Astic's apples. That's right, on the day before the show it was full of apples. And in the morning they were all gone. Oh, did you think of something? You could say that. Have my doubts. Yeah. Unless Simon is 33 pounds, I don't think this is gonna work. Huh? Isn't this strange?
What's wrong, pal?
Haven't you noticed, Detective? What's strange about the weight is the number, the weight. It's not heavy enough. In order to pull up Mr. Key's body weight...
You're right, Cy!
But where did the rest of the weights disappear to?
Looks like it's time to use my 7 secret weapons, Cy.
If necessary, I'll let the detective know. Okay, so I tried to...
Edgeworth agrees with you, Clover.
Detective Gumshoe, it's time for you to use your secret weapon.
Yes, sir! Oh my god.
Gummy, no! Wrong one. I was hoping for the metal detector.
I don't get many chances to use this one. Before we get into the search, let me go over how to use the metal detector. The metal detector uses sound.
And this meter. Wow, that's, that meter is certainly doing something.
To let you know how close you are to the metal object. As you get closer to the metal object, the metal detector will have a bigger reaction like this. When you get the biggest reaction, give me the order to examine that spot,
Phoenix
Cy.
would appreciate a fishing pole.
That was loud. Yeah, okay, thank you, Gumshoe. Are you made of metal? Detective Gumshoe, enough with idle chatter and continue the investigation.
Yeah, there's a reaction here too, sir. Let's check it out. Huh? I found these in the clumps of grass, Cy.
These are weights used for the hoisting device. What? These are intentionally hidden?
There's 4 of them in all, Cy.
That many weights would be enough to lift Simon? No, it wouldn't. 33... That's... 122. Are we implying that that fucking thick-ass twink is 120 pounds? Or less? Sorry, no. Are we implying that that fucking unit is 120 pounds? There is no fucking way that guy weighs less than Devon, okay?
Considering I don't have one, yeah.
There's no
Does his profile show his weight?
No, but if there were 4 33
We
weight,
can twink in the same sentence.
he's a not a hank, it's a twunk. He has, like, no, it doesn't say his weight. There's no way that this guy is 120 something pounds because he's so much bigger than Devon is, and Devi is 135 or something like that. So the other weights that we used in the device were hidden. Why were they hidden over here though? Oh wait, there are 5 of them.
Dude, it's a video game.
There are 4 over there, so it would be actually 155. I'm wrong. No, that guy is thicker than Devon. I'm good. I had a bit of a moment. We're good.
I'm really earning my cape today, aren't I?
Oh, hey, Allie.
What's the matter, detective? Looks like the metal detector's reacting to the alligator. Because my horse is made of metal. Okay.
IM 130. Roughly.
Are you sure it still isn't just reacting to the weights? It's a different reaction.
Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Well, that is how weight is. Weight is relative. And it's definitely coming from the alligator. And the alligator's gone. Interesting. Looks like it's scared of us. I don't think so, Kay. Huh? If anything, I think Allie looks a little under the weather. Allie, I suppose that's what Warden Rowland called it. She didn't eat any of the food that the warden gave her yesterday. I think she might have eaten something bad. So I guess the metal detector could be reacting to whatever the alligator ate. Oh, maybe she ate one of the weights. I doubt that even an alligator could ingest a 33-pound weight. What could the metal detector be reacting to? And regardless, why were these weights hidden? Maybe we should take another look at the device on the well. Okay, I'd like you to recreate the after-show scene again. Alright, leave it to me!
Irregardless.
I'm gonna... I will cut your throat out.
AAI2 synth hack.
Okay. Apparently I've dropped a boatload of frames. Weird. I won't rest until I've investigated every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. This rope was part of the device used during the show. To be able to create a device with just one piece of rope, Simon's surprisingly handy. One piece of the rope. It seems that there's a contradiction with this evidence. Well, yeah, there were two pieces of rope, but... Oh! 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 I think I know what the rope found with Knightley was for. But what the fuck was the pulley rope doing there? The recreation in the device we saw earlier, there's a major discrepancy. One of the ropes is missing. You're right! Without it, the device won't work. I wonder what happened to it. Where did the missing rope disappear to? It's possible that we hold the piece of evidence that shows where the rope went. Which piece of evidence shows where the missing rope went?
Take that!
The rope we found with the dead body. Could it be? Yes, it could be the other piece of rope that was used here. Then does that mean this rope was attached to the weight? However, the weight was not one of the metal weights. These weights were hidden in the grass and replaced with something else. If they were replaced, then what was used as the weight? What was tied to the rope found in the workroom? If we can recall that, then the answer should be clear. The weight that was dropped in place of the weights that Mr. Key had prepared. Oh my god. Was I right? Oh my god, was I right? Did he use the corpse as a ballast? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Take that!
I think he did. Knightley's... oh my god, that's so fucked. That is so fucked up. The rope wasn't used to tie up Knightley. It was used to suspend him inside the well. It also explains why the other weights were hidden.
FL, I couldn't remember if that was true or not when you said it.
Oh my god. But also, wait, no, because I know Naya's gonna get mad at me. Also, nice face, Kay. I know Naya's gonna get mad at me because of video game logic, but I know what happens to corpses if you leave them hanging in a certain position too long. There ain't no circulatory system,
everyone,
so
you have to drink water.
So gravity just has all the blood go down to the bottom. Why aren't his legs like... Actually, no, we never saw his legs. Maybe his legs are a disgusting red color. Oh, I stand corrected. Never mind. So that no one would find that the weights were replaced with a body. Yes, the killer was the one who hid the weights. But Miles, wasn't Knightley Boy stabbed in the neck with the matter weapon? If he was suspended in the well, wouldn't there be blood on the bottom of the well? The killer was also aware of that. That's why they used this item. The bloodstained sheet. The sheet we found near the body. It was used to wrap up the body. I see, it looks like all the pieces are starting to come together, eh? But this means that the body definitely came from the well. If that's the case, wouldn't that mean Simon is the killer? No, that's not necessarily the case. Huh? But yesterday Judge Courtney said, if Mr. Keyes is the killer, would he have needed to set up such an elaborate device? I guess you have a point. Mr. Keyes was only responsible for dropping the body during the show. In other words, it doesn't matter whether the real killer was or where the real killer was or what they were doing during the show. Until now, this placed the doubt on the people who did not watch the animal show. It's true. So we also suspected Mr. Dogan. The killer's true intent was to make us think that the murder occurred during the show. In other words, they used the device on the well to create a fake alibi. Miss Berry, do you know when this device on the well was set up? Let me think. The day before the show, I think it was at night. We all started preparing at 9 p.m. We all finished around midnight. The killer replaced the weights with the dead body afterwards. Okay. Did Dogan know about the device? No, even if he knew about the device, he wouldn't have been able for him to use it. You can't teach a dog to suspend a body in a well. In other words, Dogan is not the killer. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, really.
That sounds like me. Start at 9, finish at midnight.
Yo, I start at 10 and I stop at 6:30. Like, yo. So, I think that someone used the crate of apples to move Knightley down to the well and then used the body as a weight so that during the animal show... Huh. The cart was moved the night before the show. The body was also switched the night before the show. I don't think that was a coincidence. Keeping that in mind, the question now becomes, why was the cart moved? The cart used to be in front of that door. I can think of one reason why. Somebody open that door! Alright, let's hurry up and... The door's locked. Let's ask a guard. Hey, Mr. Guard! Yes, what is it? That was fast. You there, what's the key to this door? The warden's in charge of it. I'll get it from her right away. The warden is in charge of the keys here. Without the warden's permission, this door can't be opened. Thank you very much. It's a circuit breaker.
Killer kills someone, then uses a show to make it look like that someone was killed by the show. Sounds familiar.
Okay, so there are a couple things. I'm hoping that you are referencing my boy Albert, but I'm pretty sure you're not.
I hope you're referencing my boy Albert, but I'm pretty sure you aren't. I don't know who you'd be referencing, though. Of course, I guess you... On the night before the show, somebody came into this room. I wonder why they would come here. I don't think anyone would confuse the breaker room with the break room, which was definitely to operate the circus breakers.
There are like 5 things it could be referencing, TBH.
No, you specifically, not the game, you. I know this isn't referencing the Greatest Attorney Chronicles, because Chronicles came out multiple years after this, not in 2013. Did Chronicles? Hang on. That is not what I fucking asked. 2017. Yeah, 6-year difference.
Yeah, I know. It being what you said.
Oh, okay. Was there anything that had its power shut off? What could have had its power shut off by the breaker?
Take that!
It could be the TGA reference this game.
What are you talking about, Kay? Cast aside your preconceptions, try thinking with an open mind. In doing so, you will see the answer that exceeds your wildest imagination. What are you talking about? Those are the fucking... Oh, whatever.
Take that!
Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Security camera footage had 3-hour gap.
The Great Ace Attorney might have made reference to AAI2.
I mean, maybe. But the super-powered kinesis machine is nothing like a circus performance. It's highly possible. Was this the killer's handiwork? With the camera down, it'd be easier to move about. The killer would have had a major advantage. If that's the case, I say as I fucking yawn. The killer and the person who tripped the breaker, the person in charge of the key to the breaker room is... It couldn't be. Oh my god, are we about to accuse the warden of committing a murder? I mean, I'm down. Oh, fuck. I'm the first to the scene, as always. Good morning, Mr. DeBest. What? You? How did you get here before me? Greetings, Prosecutor Edgey. I see you've arrived early. Or maybe it is you who are late, Judge Courtney. I have many matters which require my attention. I have no time to waste, unlike a certain prosecutor who has taken off the case. Oh, my apologies. I had forgotten that you were assisting the defense attorney. An assistant can never be the best. You've fallen like the rest. You just say whatever you like, don't you? Let's begin our examination of the courtyard, Sebastian. All right, I'll call the men over. That will be unnecessary. What? We've already finished the investigation of the courtyard. You've been bested. Bested? Me? Judge Courtney. Your reasoning from yesterday. Watch me shatter it to pieces. I love her. I would advise you to choose your words more carefully.
Have you forgotten that the fate of your badge rests in my hands? Courtney, sweetie, that's still an empty threat. I've had enough of such coercion. Can't you think of some other way to threaten me that does not involve my badge? Despite my repeated warnings, you show no sign of reflection. It seems I must remind you once more. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee can't leave someone such as yourself unchecked. Neither the fate of my badge nor the actions of the committee will impede my progress. Proving Mr. Keyes' innocence is all that concerns me. Your words are like those of a defense attorney. If you are willing to go that far, then I will show you no leniency. In the name of the goddess of law, I shall turn your words against you. And at that moment, you will forfeit the title of prosecutor. You shall regret this. Good. I shared my reasoning with you the day before. Since Mr. Elber did not see the body when he passed through the tunnel, it could only have been dropped down the well during the show. The only one who could have performed such an act is the suspect. Naturally, you have evidence to support your reasoning. Of course she does! Who do you think she is? Earlier, I received the official autopsy report. I love that he asked that, and she just sat there with that fucking grin on her face. Like, oh my god. She's looking at him like, this piece of shit thinks that I came here unfucking-paired. I'm gonna fuck him up. Babysitting that kid must be difficult. Time of death was the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the day before the show. The cause of death remains unchanged, a stab wound 4 inches deep. Nice. Simon Keyes was not present on the stage for another period of 15 minutes. There was sufficient time for him to drop the body down the well. She's not investigated the courtyard yet. That means... seems there's still a hole in your argument. You seem quite confident. Can you present evidence to support your claim? God, just fuck already! Of course I can, and I will. My god, you two! Just fuck already! So there's a bit of gap in an argument, right? I could review the evidence. I should review the evidence we obtained from the courtyard. Good Lord, Devin in the chat. Yeah, have a good night. Also, fucking... apparently, young bounty girl broke speech chat somehow. I don't know how, but I fixed it, so it should be better. Wrong one. Should I have a problem with it? Edgey? Are you having a stroke? In that case, you should refrain from speaking in the first place. I presented it on the wrong thing, that's fine. Oh no.
Phoenix!
Unfortunately for you, Judge Courtney, your argument doesn't hold any water, just like the well. There was a device set up around the well here. What is this device of which you speak? Are you aware of the stunt Mr. Keys is blown away by the elephant during the show? I've heard of it. It would have been right before he exits the stage. He's tied to an end of He tied one end of the length of rope to himself, the other to a set of weights. He was able to perform the stunt by dropping these weights down the well.
Wouldn't he have spent the whole play suspended up in the air?
That's why he had a stopper attached to the weighted end. The dropper was removed by pulling another rope. Around the well, we found the evidence that with the weights were switched with the victim's body. This was done by the real killer in order to shift suspicion away from them.
Look at that pose! That is a beautiful woman! That is a unit of a woman.
Was it the emoji? It might have been, but now I have to refresh the whole page because apparently it's still not working. Give me a second. That or it's just my computer having a stroke. It's just my computer having a stroke. Well, that's not good. I don't know what's causing that. But my frames just started dropping like nobody's business. So just give me a sec. Oh, Dismume is using like 30% of my CPU. Neat. Interesting. Well, that's neat. Okay. Justine Braga with her hammer. I don't know what's causing me to drop all these frames. Give me a second. There has to be something here I can... Well, I mean, obviously it's Dismume, but it wasn't doing that yesterday, so something else has to be going on with Dismume to cause it to drop all these frames. Huh, that's weird and a little bit alarming. What does shut up do? There's a... What? There's just a thing on Dismume that says shut up. Alright, hang on. If I saved my state, so if I close it... Yeah, okay, so that just stopped all the frames dropping. Neat. Okay. Yeah, so it's the game. Why is the game doing that? Video is also kind of lagging. Yeah, that's what I mean. The frames were dropping. Which is weird. That's super weird. I don't know what was causing that, because it was working fine a few days ago. That was super weird. Yeah, and then the second I open Dismume, it starts dropping frames again. Weird. Weird. That sucks. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play some music. And I'm gonna go BRB. And I'm gonna see if I can't fix this. Or we won't, because now I'm dropping even more frames and Dismume isn't on. So something else is causing the problem. Oh, it might just straight up be OBS itself. Great. More frames drop when I... Last time I streamed, I had no frame drops. This time I have over 25,000. Which is, bad. So, I really hate the fact that I have to stop the stream, but...
if I'm gonna drop that many frames, there's no point in me streaming in the first place. I don't know what was causing that. That was about 10% of the stream was dropped frames, so that's great. That sucks. Damn. Okay, well, we'll try this again on Tuesday. That's a sucky way for this to end. Damn, I wanted to finish the case today. But if I'm gonna lose that many frames, then there's no point in me going, because it's gonna look ugly as shit. Okay, so I guess the next stream will be Tuesday, if I don't drop that many frames again. I'm gonna figure out what's going on. It's either my computer, my Wi-Fi, or both. And I'm willing to bet it's both. So, we're just gonna have to suffer for a bit.